our divisional takes. And today we lock in on the NFC East, where the defending Super Bowl champs, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and the Eagles look to repeat with much of their roster intact. There's been quite a bit of discourse surrounding Jalen Hurts' offseason, coming off a Super Bowl MVP performance. So I'm going to start with you, Mad Dog, on this one. How many quarterbacks are you taking ahead of Hurts in the NFC?
Well, I think the first thing is you always have to start with the idea that the great quarterback at the moment is in the AFC. Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Burrow. There's a lot of the better quarterback is in the other conference. Now, listen, Lewis and I have been fighting all morning. We're going to fight again. Lewis wants to put Daniels out there right now with Sonny with Sonny Jurgensen. Right? I mean, and so if I really wanted to do that, if I go by last year, Daniels is better. But I got to see it more than 1 year. I can't put a guy better than Hurts, who's played in 2 Super Bowls, played great in both. I can't put the guy who hasn't been in one there yet ahead of him. And the other thing I want to say, and this is me, and he gets totally disregarded. I'll tell you right now, in a big game, I love Stafford. Every time I see him in a big game. Lions 2 years ago, the guy got beat up. He lost Nakua. They should have won that game. He played great. Last year against the Eagles, if the center makes the block on 3rd down late in the game on that last drive in the snow, Rams would have won. That's how great he was. He took him down the field time and time again in the 4th quarter. And let's not forget that he's won a Super Bowl. But, he's older and he doesn't run well. And, McKay, you sort of underrate him. So those are the three. Those are the three.
One more time?
Those are the three.
Give me the three one more time.
Allen,
in the NFC.
Hurts, Daniels, and Stafford. Now, I'm going to get you guys mad. I'm going to put game on my life. Life, not a season. Life. I'm going Stafford 1. I'm going Hurts 2 in the NFC. And I'm going Daniels 3. Go ahead.
Look, man, I mean, we like the same people. You
don't like the order.
I come at this discussion a little bit different. Okay, so how many quarterbacks would I take over Jalen Hurts in the NFC? All right, so Matthew Stafford's been balling since he was in Detroit. So, I mean, you don't have any argument from me there, okay? I like to always spin this forward, okay? I always like to spin things forward. It's scouting brain in me, okay? I'm thinking, okay, look, this year, going into this season, how would I rank these guys? It's a little bit based on how I think they're going to wind up ending up when you kind of look at it in the end. Okay, look, I think Jayden Daniels will be the best quarterback in the NFC. I do. You know why? He's a better thrower than Jalen. And I love Jalen. I have him number 2. But he's a better pure thrower of the football. There is nothing he can't do throwing the football. Whether it's feet set, feet not set, down the middle of the field in the pocket, outside the pocket on the run, rolling right, rolling left. And he's 4.4 in the 40. He'll take it 90 on you. He'll be gone. He carried that football team. He carried that football team back to prominence as a rookie, as the number 2 overall pick, who many people thought he isn't going to last. He's too slight. He'll get broken up. He transferred. Blah, blah, blah. Caleb Williams is the future. Jayden Daniels is the future. He's the present and the future. The reason why I have Jayden and Jalen number 1 and number 2 in the NFC, because you know what? I love quarterbacks that can run, that can hurt me in both ways. Because in my time as a player, the guys who could run and throw were like impossible to deal with. Like John Elway. He was impossible to deal with. Steve Young, impossible to deal with. Mark Brunell in his heyday at Jacksonville, impossible to deal with because they can just kill you when everything is taken away. They just run, and then it's over. There's nothing you can do. Those 2 guys present that. Next for me is Jared Goff. Look at the season he had last year. Look at what I believe he will turn that into in this year. So I think he'll be a 4,700-yard thrower, knocking on the door of 5,000. We'll see whether or not he can develop the same kind of rapport with Ben Johnson, or rather with John Morton, that he had with Ben Johnson. But his weapons got better this year. Jared Goff is right now in his sweet spot. Jordan Love is number 5 for me. Jordan Love has as much natural skill as anyone throwing the football in the NFL right now. Anyone. Everyone thinks about the playoff game against Philadelphia and the 3 interceptions. Think about the previous 8 games before that. Think about his wide receivers that were like top 4 or 5 in drop percentage this year. He would have been even higher, and he was still top 6 in total QBR. Jordan Love has got all the skills. I think the NFC is on the come right now as far as quarterback play. I'm with you. The AFC is still loaded. It's loaded with the top quarterbacks. But if I had one quarterback going forward in the NFC that I'm staking everything on for me, it's the ultimate weapon. That's Jayden Daniels.
Stephen A?
Well, I think first of all, I don't ever want to hear in life that I'm long-winded again after listening to Louis Redick. I mean, I don't know how much time do I have left. 30 seconds.
Wait.
I mean, damn. That's number one.
I can
Number
see you
two.
with a cool
Number two. I mean, nobody's got anything on you. Nobody's got anything. I mean, to call you loquacious would be an understatement. Number two. Okay, you're right when you talk about Jayden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, because as far as I can see, the only thing that I see that Jayden Daniels can't do, that Jalen Hurts can do, is squat 500 pounds plus. That's the only thing that's the only thing that I can't imagine Jayden Daniels doing. Outside of that, he can do everything that Jalen Hurts does. But that's not to throw shade on Jalen Hurts.
Right.
We got to give credit where credit is due in terms of recognizing that whatever you've asked him to do, he's done. You need him to throw the ball, he can do it. You need him to run with the football, fine. You need him to hand it off to Saquon Barkley, fine. You need him to develop a better chemistry with A.J. Brown, fine. You need him to get other cats involved, fine. Whatever's called upon for Jalen Hurts to do, he has answered the call in the most elite way imaginable. And I think Ryan Clark pointed this out about last week sometime. When we talk about the greatness of a Patrick Mahomes, who's clearly the best of this generation, I mean, if not all time, he's lost only to 3 quarterbacks in his postseason career. It is Tom Brady, it is Joe Burrow, and it is Jalen Hurts. He has not lost to Lamar Jackson. He has not lost to Josh Allen. And so we have to look at it from that standpoint and say, okay, Jalen Hurts is here. And I think that when Cam Newton came out and said what he said, you know, a lot of people took offense to it. Nothing Cam Newton said was offensive. When he's thinking about when he played, he's like, wait a minute, this was what was asked of me. I answered the call. I don't know if Jalen Hurts could do that. He has all the pieces in place. But what we have to say is that that's like going off about Phil Jackson and saying Phil Jackson, well, you know what? He had Jordan, he had Pippen, he had Rodman, he had, he had Kobe, he had Shaq. We'll say that. There's something to be said about not messing it up. There's something to be said about capitalizing off of being surrounded with the requisite parts that may be great. You got to give credit where credit is due with Jalen Hurts in that regard. He has done that.
All right, gentlemen, sticking with the NFC East, I want to push this forward. Let's bring back some sound from yesterday from Cowboys' newest receiver, George Pickens.